So, welcome to Chai and Chat with Mohini. I'm your host, Mohini Singh. Our guest today has created a ton of controversy in this city. So, buckle up, folks, as we ask Kelowna's Freida Whales some tough questions. These are questions you would want to ask her. Welcome, Freida.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you for being here. But before we go any further, please have some chai. It comes to us from Samosa Place on Springfield Road in Kelowna. It's
Delicious.
fabulous Indian tea. I will be asking you some questions which will be blunt.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't think I'm being rude. I'm just being direct and honest.
Definitely.
So, Freida, you started Drag Queen Storytime. Now, that did create a lot of controversy, a stir. There are some parents say it is not about story time. It sends a wrong message to children. It's too sexual. It's not about literacy. Your response to that?
Well, I mean, just take a look at my outfits, because the outfits that I wear to story time are definitely not sexual. I actually tend to wear more than ladies to church, so yeah, it's I just happen to be a female kind of clown character that's fun and whimsical and loves to read stories to kids.
So tell us about Freida.
Freida, yeah, she's been around for just over 8 years now in the Okanagan. I created her as a bit of a project, and then I got roped into a drag competition, and I got dead last place. And yeah, I've kind of grown ever since then.
Why literacy? Why read to children? Why reach out to children who are easily influenced?
So at the time, it was kind of a new and budding thing to do drag story time. So another drag queen in town asked me to do one over at Chapters, now Indigo. And yeah, we kind of grow from there. I eventually reached out to the library, and they were looking for a drag story time as well. And we just kind of hooked up, and yeah, it's kind of history ever since then. We've hosted, as far as I know, one of the biggest story times in Canadian history.
Canadian history.
As far as I can find out, we've got some of the biggest numbers. We had over 1,000 people attend inside
Despite
and
the
outside.
opposition.
Yeah, there was only about 10 people outside protesting, and then we had about 1,000 inside and outside supporting it. So, if that doesn't show Kelowna's interest, then I don't know what does.
Freida, in your day life, you are Tyson Cook.
Yes.
And you do this on your own time.
It's a bit of a side business now. It started out as a bit of a hobby, but now it's definitely turned into a business with my other adventures as well. I do like drag bingos and things like that as well. So,
What's drag bingo?
just like normal bingo, but with a drag queen.
Oh, so you call the numbers and
Yeah. I walk around and I harass people a little bit, give them a little bit of a hard time if their cards aren't very good, which is obviously my fault because I gave them the cards. But
So Freida, does this create any controversy with you working in the school system with children and being a drag queen?
it did for a brief moment, but the district realized that it's just my art form, and that, again, they've looked into it, and there is nothing sexual about my drag besides my 19 plus shows, which is, again, directed only at a 19 plus audience, and everything else is totally family friendly.
So your critics have said, Freida, that you get dressed up and you're also dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
You're secretly enjoying all this notoriety. It's not about teaching children how to read or literacy or a greater focus. It's about you.
I mean, the bigger platform I get, the more kids I can help with literacy. I recently actually had a mom come to one of my bingos. She was at my very first story time back at Indigo, and she said that her son's the top reader in the class, and he's always enjoyed reading ever since then.
So if there's a greater purpose to what you do, you're talking about getting children to what? Engage in reading?
To enjoy reading, especially with technology nowadays, everything's just kind of flashing in their faces, and so we want them to get back into books. Books are the best way to learn how to read, obviously. And in my day job, I do work with children, and I see literacy as very slipping really bad. So I'm going to say that better. In my day job, I work with kids, and obviously literacy is dipping really bad lately, and we just want to create ways to make reading fun again.
So, and you think that's effective?
I have definitely noticed. I know a lot of kids that still call me their librarian, Freida Whales, and they love books, and they love to go to the library and check out as many books as they can.
Now, what do your parents think about all this?
My parents are supportive. They've been to a few of my story times, not all of them, but I mean, I do quite a few of them, so it's hard to keep up. They've brought a few of my nieces and nephews to them in the past, and yeah, it's always a good time.
Creates a controversy at home?
Not really. They're not huge supporters. Like, they don't come out to all my drag shows and everything, but they're definitely not against what I do.
Freida, some cultures, including mine, we do not take kindly to drag. And how do you feel about not being accepted by everybody?
The one message I always learn from my mom is kill them with kindness. So just keep showing everybody that we are kind, we are caring, we are for the community. I mean, I won a civic award for the Honor of the Arts that shows that I had a great contribution to the arts community in the 2025, and I continue to do that. I love to support new artists and new spaces and businesses that support queer initiatives.
I've heard parents say they're protecting the innocence of their children. In your opinion, would you say they're enforcing ignorance?
Again, I don't see anything sexual about my story times. None of the books that I read are anything of any sexual nature. It's literally about, my favorite one I read is about Spoon, and he's jealous of Fork because Fork gets to do fun things. Knife gets to do kind of dangerous things that they're kind of fun and dangerous, and no one ever does anything fun with Spoon. But then Spoon realizes they get to go into a hot cup of tea, like a hot tub, and they get to dive into ice cream like other utensils don't get to do. So just books about finding out what's special about yourself and celebrating that.
So if I was a kid in one of your reading classes, tell me, how would you approach me?
Well, we would definitely start off with a song, because it's always great to start off with a song and get our bodies moving, especially with the young kids. They like to move around. And then we usually go into our first story time, which is one of the books that we pick. So another one we do is Giraffe Can't Dance. It's a giraffe with gangly legs, and they say everyone makes fun of him when he dances, but he loves to dance, and then he finds out what his rhythm is, and then he learns how to dance really well, and everyone loves it.
So do they know you're dressed up for the event? They know nothing about, what's the age group? First of all, let me ask you.
Typically the books that we read are more kind of 3 to 5 year olds, so they are quite young. And again, it's just about getting them interested in books and reading, just like any other story time would be.
So they just see you as a character, not as a drag queen?
And I don't even usually label it as drag story time. It's usually just kind of a drag, I don't even talk about drag at all about it. Like, it's just me, Freida Whales. I'm your librarian today. I happen to be in a fancy outfit that's really sparkly. Let's read some books and dance.
Really? And then that's what they do?
Yeah.
And they take you at face value?
There are some older kids that have come out after, and they're like, oh, I know you're a drag queen, or I know you're a boy under there. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. I'm just the character playing Freida Whales today.
And what do they say then?
They're just happy to see me, yeah.
Thank you. Final word to you, Freida. Going forward, despite all the controversy and all that, what's on the horizon for Freida Whales next year?
Bigger and bigger things. We're going to be doing our biggest story time yet, coming up for Pride again this year in June. We've had a lot of money raised, so we're going to actually have quite a big surprise coming for all the kids, and they'll all be going home with a little present.
What's the surprise? I won't tell anyone.
They all get to go home with a book from Mosaic Books.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, we fundraised a bunch of money, so we're going to buy books to give all the kids. And then Delta also usually sponsors us, and they have some cookies and juice and all that kind of stuff.
So at the end of the day, this isn't about drag, this isn't about Freida, this is about teaching children how to read.
Yeah, and again, the drag is a bit more of a draw for the parents because they have a bit more fun with it. It's more interesting than just a normal librarian sitting there reading a book, so it's fun for the parents too. People who come and get some photos, we do some art, we do some dancing, and we read a lot of books.
Thank you, Freida. Thank you for the honest talk.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
And thank you all for watching Chai and Chat with Mohini. Thanks again. Cheerio.